What's up, guys? I fix shit in your face. Today we're going to talk about why it is important to adjust your valves every 1,500 to 2,000 miles. Prime example, I picked up a scooter. Guy said he couldn't get it running. Spent months and months and months working on the scooter. I'm a fairly decent mechanic, and there's only really a couple things you got to look for why a scooter won't start. Last thing I would check, honestly, is valves, but I would normally start with a no spark scenario, check for spark. I mean, scooters only really require a few things to run. That's fuel, air, and spark. And as long as you have those three things, the scooter should start. However, there's occasionally an issue where it comes into valve lash being a problem, and that's why when you start noticing over time that your scooter starts becoming harder and harder to start, and you start changing components like CDI, coil, spark plug, and you're still getting the same results, and the scooter's increasingly becoming harder to start and stay running, it's probably time to do your valves. So in this scenario, I picked up the scooter, and I got this from this guy, and he was having all these problems, just couldn't get it started. Well, I got it home, I did get it started, but it would always have to hold the throttle down a little ways to get it to go to stay running, but as soon as you let out, it would just immediately die. Now that was after a new carburetor, so that led me to start looking at the valves, and sure enough, the exhaust valve was very tight. Very, very tight. I'm surprised the scooter did not incur damage with how tight it was. So with that being the case, though, this is a prime example as to why you should check your valves. It's so easy to do, guys. It is not hard to check your valves on scooters. It literally takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do your valves every 2,000 miles. It will increase the longevity of the life of your scooter. It will stop, you'll stop having cranking problems. It'll start just with the tap of a button like it's nothing. I mean, it just has to be done. It's really easy to do yourself. You just need to order a set of feeler gauges. You can get them on eBay for like $5. You can go down to your local auto parts store for about 20 bucks and get some, cheap feeler gauges, whatever you need. If you want to look up the valve lash for your scooter, just go on Google and type GY6 139 QMB, whatever your engine model number is, and look up the valve lash for it. It's normally like a .004 for intake and a .005 for exhaust, or any variance in between there. But having one that's very tight means that it's not opening, and that's why the scooter's having a very hard time running. So it's definitely one of those things you kind of need to do. So here's the video, kind of show you an example of why it's good to do your valves. Now remember, I cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked on the scooter to get it going. Finally got it to run, and I said, man, something is going on here. So that's when I decided to pull the valve cover gasket off and have a look at the valves, which I would have done anyways. It's just I never really had a scooter be that much of an issue with the valves, but this is a clear and distinct reason why it's always good to check your valves, especially if you're buying a used scooter from somebody or having starting problems, won't stay running, all those kind of issues. Start looking at your valves. It's very easy to do your valves. You basically just take the flywheel, put it to the top dead center point or the T on the timing mark, and then you go up to the top, you pull your valve cover off, and you should be able to grab the valves and move them. If they're too loose, you'll have a problem. If they're too tight, you'll have a problem. That's what the feeler gauges are for. So check this video out. Hope this helps you guys. Don't forget to smash subscribe, like button, all that good stuff. I make these videos for you guys. They're not for me, so have fun. Enjoy the vid.
Alright guys, a little update on the scooter since I got home. Got this pulled so I can see the flywheel. I've got this set for T. If you guys can see that on the timing mark there. Top dead center. Let's see if I can focus in on it. There we go. See, I got it set up with the T. So, timing mark's at top dead center. I got the valve cover pulled. I have my .4 in there right now. I just finished setting the intake. It's got the perfect amount of pull on it now. Could be slightly better, but it does have some drag, which is all I'm looking for. Maybe I might tighten it just a tad, and then I did notice that the exhaust is so tight it doesn't even move. That is not good. That's definitely not good. So we'll have to look into that. Hopefully when I loosen it, everything comes loose. Alright, so now we got some chatter. These are tappet valves. They're supposed to chatter. So now we got chatter. You guys can hear that. And then this one. Tap, tap, tap. I got it loose finally. That is perfect. That's how that should be. That's good. This one's got movement now. Both of them have movement. They can tap and go up and down. So that's what I needed. That's what I needed. That might have been why it wasn't running very good, because the exhaust valve was severely over-tightened. I wish people knew what they were doing, man. God, it pisses me off. Alright. Battery says fully charged. I finished changing the oil. So the hell with it. Everybody's still awake. We'll give this a shot and see if it starts up. Battery's now fully charged. I was trying to run it earlier. Let's turn this on. There we go. See if it starts. Oh, see? Look at that. I'm too good at what I do, man. This is from 2011. That thing cranked up like that. Sounds healthy. I have no idea how much mileage, because clearly that quit working. However, who knows how long ago that quit working. But I do have the title for this. It does have a full tank. The battery is working. Let's see if it takes any kind of throttle. I'll let it warm up for a sec before I do anything to it. Take throttle. Oh wow, this thing's super responsive. Wow. Ridiculously responsive. Okay, so this is a beefed up 150cc. I can already tell somebody's done some work to the engine. Oh, it's running good, man. It's running good. We'll take it out tomorrow, and I'm going to take this off because this thing's noisy. I don't even know what the hell this thing is, but it's noisy. That's coming off there. That thing is stupid noisy.
Awesome! It's like a dream! It's like a dream! Woo! Yeah!